Ballroom here on the third floor of the Hilton. We are in Uptown Charlotte. Florida State has joined us in the room, and head coach Mike Norvell will open us up with a few thoughts as we get started with the Seminoles.
First off, appreciate everybody being here today. We're so very excited about the kickoff to the 2024 season. It's been a great off season for our program. From starting back there in January, going through the winter program, spring practice. The summer workouts, and then reporting tomorrow. Just so excited about this team. Excited about the young men that I get to coach. This is our program has won 23 games over the last 2 years. We have 77 players that were a part of last year's team that are back for this next season. So we've got a lot of experience and guys that have contributed to helping elevate the program to where it is. And now all of our focus goes into the task at hand. And our objective this year is just to go get better. Coming off what was a 13-0 regular season and championship game. It was something that was really a special experience for our entire program. But it sets the stage and opportunity for us to continue to push and continue to elevate this program to ultimately where it deserves to be, and that's among the nation's elite. When you look across the course of college football, I've got a great group of young men that are here with me today. You're 3 guys that have been within the program. You've been a part of that journey, and they're tremendous representatives of Florida State football, and then so many great young men that are back in Tallahassee that you have, like I said, have contributed so much work to help build us to where we are and ultimately where we're going. So excited about the days that are ahead. We've got a great opener, kicking off in Dublin, Ireland, to kick off the college football season, and doing so against a very talented opponent in Georgia Tech. Conference opener. Our first 2 games are conference games, so there is an ultimate sense of urgency around our program to be able to get off to the best start that we possibly can. So excited about the steps ahead, and looking forward to getting back on the practice field here this week.
Coach, we have microphones in the room. If you would, please raise your hand, as 15 of them seem to have just shot up into the air. We'll get the microphones to you as quick as we can. To your right, Coach, second row, we'll start with the 2 gentlemen wearing the teal shirts.
Hey, Coach Mike, Chris Heidel from Purposeful Radio in Baltimore. Talk about the defense. Last year was such a great defense, flying around with Jared Verse, and also who's the next person, next man up on the defense?
Well, really excited about, a couple of guys that we have here today. Pat Payton, who's been an all-conference performer, your former rookie of the year in the ACC. I would say was an all-conference performer this past season. He was really expecting him to take another step in his game. Josh Farmer was an all-ACC performer there on the defensive front. We've got a great supporting cast with those guys in the forcing unit. You look at all 3 phases of our defense. A guy like DJ Lundy, who's played so many snaps throughout the last 4 years of his time at Florida State. And now he emerges as a leader within the course of this defense. The guys in the secondary, I think we got 2 of the best corners in the ACC, guys that have All-American type capabilities in Fentrell Cypress and Azari Thomas. Very experienced defensive backfield with length, size, ability. So I think our defense is as deep as it's ever been. We've been able to have some guys that have really grown throughout their time here, but then also coupling that with some newcomers that have come in, whether Marvin Jones Jr., Sione, Cam Riley that's joined in, and Earl Little, different guys that have been able to come in and complement the guys that are around. That you're really fired up about what that group can be.
Coach, keep it right there to the right.
Adam Limerick, Sir FM Sports Radio. What's it like to face your old school, the Memphis Tigers, at home during Week 3 this year's college football season?
Well, Memphis has a great program and a very talented team. Coming off of another 10-win season there, so we know it's going to be a great challenge when we get to that to that third week of the season. But it's definitely going to be a unique dynamic. Coach Sutherfield and his staff have continued to push that program forward, and got a special place in my heart for it. But also going to be excited to compete once that opportunity shows up.
Coach, left side, first row, all the way to your left.
Coach, how you doing? This is Terry Spain with Friday Night Locker Rooms. You have a mix of experienced veterans and some newcomers on your team. How have the unit cohesiveness and team balance been so far?
Well, I mean, I think it's been great, and ultimately that is the challenge in college football. You look at recruiting and the path and the journey, and there, with the transfer portal and different avenues for guys to be able to come and join and be a part of a program, but it's still about putting together the most talented team, and building that team is something that I thought was really an X factor for us. There a year ago, and really these last few seasons, when you see guys with all different journeys and experiences come together, and just how much they care about each other, the willingness to invest and challenge and encourage each other throughout the circumstances that are going to show up, and I think this team has really embraced that. And from when we started back in January with the winter workouts to all the steps, leading up until reporting here tomorrow. I mean, this team has invested a great deal of time outside of the facility. And, I think that we have a group of like-minded individuals that, they love to work. They're willing to embrace challenge. And it's that cohesiveness that has me excited about what this team's potential can be. We just now get to go live it out, here as we start off, with this upcoming season.
Coach, back to your right, first row.
Hey, Coach, it's Austin Veazey from NoleGameDay.com. It's hard to tell from the podium, but you're wearing a tie from the Bobby Bowden Society. What does it mean to be representing him and the university had so much success for?
Coach Bowden was just such a wonderful example for anybody that's in coaching the college football as a whole, and just what he means and meant to Florida State in his time there leading the program, and he's such an icon for us. I was fortunate to be able to get to know him when I first took the job, and it just. A little over a year ago, we started the Bowden Society. It's a special group of supporters that committed to continuing to push and elevate this program moving forward, while representing his legacy and the gift that he was for FSU. And so a year ago, I wore this same tie, and I'm going to continue to do so, understanding the great responsibility that I have, and just so grateful for the position I hold to represent him and his honor.
Stay on the right-hand side, just over his shoulder, second row.
Tyler Budge, CF Budge. Coach, I got an opportunity to talk to Kenny Dillingham at Big 12 Media Days, and he talked about in 2021, when he was your OC, learning how to win and a breakthrough you guys kind of had. Could you talk about what you think some of the key factors and differences are of learning how to win, like he was talking about?
Yeah, for us, it's you're making sure that there's an ultimate belief and investment in the processes that are necessary, and it starts with the work. It always starts with the work, and everybody will talk about especially this time of year about wanting to win a championship. But are you willing to do the things necessary? If it's just starting today or tomorrow, you probably missed out on it. But it's a 365-day commitment on making that investment in, whether it's on the field, whether it's in the weight room, within the classroom, in every aspect of just being the best you, and then surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals that are going to help push and challenge you. And you can't be reactive to just the circumstance. It's got to be true to who you are and what you believe in. And I think we've had a team that has learned how to respond in those situations, and we're continuing to work to be better at that as we move forward. But it's definitely a process that we got to go through. And I thought that you look back to even our second year. We started off 0-4 to kick off that season, but it was about how we went about the finish, and to win 5 of our last 8. You saw those positive steps that took place. It wasn't perfect, but it was those positive steps and how you ended the season that really gave us a lot of momentum to what we could do and what we could accomplish moving forward. And so it's all of those steps have been critical for us on our journey.
Coach, as a follow-up to that from the podium, what does accomplished greatness mean to you?
Well, I mean, what is greatness? I think that's something that everybody's got an opinion. Everybody has a desire to be great. But for me, it's you're trying to push to be the best you. I mean, because at the end of the day, a lot of people from the outside might have a perspective of who is great or who is the greatest. But for us, let's control the things that we can control. Let's go out there and be the best that we can be. And if we are willing to show up and do that on a daily basis, if we're willing to work to get better, then you'll look back and greatness will be accomplished. So to accomplish greatness, it's to show up and accomplish being the best that you can be on a daily basis. In the things that you love to do, but then also in the things that maybe you don't always enjoy, that you're still willing to go give it all.
Coach, thank you. You can switch places with Joshua Farmer. Joshua, we can spend a little bit of time with you at the podium. Folks, if we do come back to you, please re-identify yourselves and the media agency that you are with, please. We've got about 5 minutes with Josh. Anyone in the room like their first question to the big man? Josh, we'll go to the right-hand side, second row.
Hey Josh, Jordan Silversmith, Tomahawk Nation. You recently had a special with The Climb. Can you just talk about telling your story and why you thought that was the right situation for you to do that?
Because a lot of people don't know, I just think it was important for people to hear because I would hear people say things like, where are your parents, where they at, and I would just brush it off. So it was just the perfect time to tell them, my parents passed when I was young, and I think they should know.
Josh, we'll go to the left side, about the fourth row towards the aisle. You follow the white shirt, and there we go.
How you doing, Josh?
How you doing?
Good. Jesse Coger from PlantTheSpear.com. You guys implemented a new system of heavily rotating the defensive line last year. How did that, over the course of the season, play out with you guys with staying fresh, being able to have a big impact late in the game where we saw you guys overpower other teams a lot? And then the second follow-up to that is, how excited are you to have your guy, Darryl Jackson, back next to you this season?
We was able to rotate like 6 or 7 of us, so it played a big part of keeping us fresh. When they was tired, we were still rolling, and I'm very excited to have Darryl back because, the last time we played, I think we had like 8 shutouts, so we're going to try to do that again this year.
Josh, we're going to get the microphone right side towards the last row of tables here.
Hi, Josh. Thomas Wilkerson from 90.9 The Light. We all know how exceptional the defense was last year, and y'all still have a lot of pieces from last year as well. Even with the new transfers and new recruits, what is your role when it comes to coaching those new guys?
Just showing them the standard because we went 13-0 last year, so whatever we did last year worked, and just helping them when the days get tough and things get hard, just showing them we all went through it, and it's only going to make them stronger, and just getting them on the same page as us, all on one page.
Josh, we're going to stay on the right-hand side. Sir, please raise your hand so we can see you.
Jeremy Grandison, ESPN Charlotte. You mentioned the standard of FSU defense. Can you just touch on what that standard is?
Running to the ball every play, being tough, being smart, mainly just being resilient and running to the ball. That's what our DC preach and our D-line coach. Everybody, all 11 hats, running to the ball, and I think that's the standard.
Josh, I think we're going to go left side, gentleman in the red shirt, all the way towards the wall.
Rob Johnson, Legacy Maker Sports. Can you talk about what the standard is at Florida State and what's expected, and how motivated have you guys been knowing that you guys were pretty much shut out of the college football playoff last year when you deserved to be there because Florida State being the program it is and the history that it is? How motivated are you guys coming into this season?
The standard is the best, like being our best every day, even when things get hard, just hiding it and putting your feelings to the side and just getting the job done and just trying to be your best. And, we pretty pissed off, I think we deserved to be there last year, but, that's in the past and everything happened for a reason. And I'm just happy to be here today and do it again and show the world why we should be there.
Josh, from the podium, your thoughts about going to Ireland in a few weeks?
I never flew that far, so I'm a little scared, but I'm just happy to play. I'm happy to be here, and I'm excited to play there. It's different.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Just being with my brothers in another environment and just having a good time and just playing football.
Other questions for Josh? Josh, we'll come back to the gentleman in the second row, right side.
Josh, you missed all of spring. Do you feel 100% going into fall camp, and how do you make up for that lost time?
Yeah, I feel very good. It was just my hand, so nothing was wrong with my legs. So I ran and did everything. I feel good, better than ever. I'm in the best shape of my life, and I just feel great. Everything happened for a reason, so there's no need to beat myself up about it or nothing like that. So I feel great.
Josh, thank you. You can switch places with Patrick. Patrick, if you'll come up for a few minutes, folks, same rules apply. Please re-identify yourselves if we come back to you. And we're going to,
How y'all doing?
and Patrick, we're going to go left side, second row.
Hi, Patrick. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm Mary Denchamont with the Players Lounge, and last year you had the highest total pass breakups by an ACC D lineman since 2016. What led you to be able to play with such a high athleticism out on the field?
Just knowing that we had a terrific D-line last year, and teams are going to game plan to get the ball out quickly, knowing you have guys like Jared Verse, Joshua Foreman, Brady Fisk, that was the starters. We got other guys too. And me just knowing like we all hungry, we all trying to get back there. So my mindset was just trying to find different ways to impact the quarterback or help out the DBs, just knowing if I always don't get there fast enough, I could still try to find a way to make a play.
Patrick, your next question, also on the left-hand side.
Hey, Patrick. Justin Coker from PlantTheSpear.com. I don't know if you knew this or not, but last year you had more havoc plays per snap than any defender in the country with at least 500 snaps. Coming into this year, how do you continue to elevate your game to be that dominant defensive end that we've seen from you in the past, along with the other defensive guys that you've been able to play alongside with?
Really just being the best me I can every day when it comes to not just on the field, like in the classroom, nutrition-wise, treatment-wise, because I know about to make that turn to, have to learn how to be a pro. And really just because it all matters. That's what thing our coach Adam Fuller, DC, he always say that every morning he put up a picture of us together and hugging each other, playing with each other. And it just all matters, and that's what I think about it.
Patrick, to the right-hand side, gentleman standing up towards the back.
Okay.
Aslan HajiVandyWarChant.com. Patrick, you committed to a program that wasn't really close to competing for national championships. I know you believed in Coach Norvell, and that's why you came to Florida State, but can you reflect on where this program was, what you guys accomplished last year, and what that means for your guys' confidence this coming season?
It felt good because knowing, like, when I first got here, it was a little bit different when it came to how good our leadership is now. Like, older guys taking young guys under their wing now, and like just believing in what Coach Norvell was telling me when I was a high school recruit. He was just telling me he just wanted me to be the best person I could be. He wasn't even really talking about football all the time, like, oh, what you finna play this, you finna play that. He was just saying, we're gonna become, like, make you become a man, and that's what I feel like the best thing Coach Norvell did for me. He really taught me how to become a man.
Right side, front row.
Jalen Wilson, CFB Nation.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good.
You played alongside Jermaine Johnson and Jared Verse while they were two of the top pass rushers in the ACC, and while they were leaders on the FSU defense for the past 3 years. And I wanted to know, what did you learn from them as you step into that role as one of the top edge rushers in the ACC and as a leader on this FSU defense?
One thing I learned from Jermaine is just how hungry he was. Like, he really wanted to prove to the world, for himself first, but he really wanted to show people why he still was that guy he was coming from when he came from JUCO, when he was the #1 defensive lineman, all that. And he really was a pro. Like, he watched film like a pro, he practiced like a pro every day, and he just pure dominated everybody. And when it came to Jared Verse, it's just how hard he played and his edge that he had with. Like, he knew he wasn't always the most talented guy coming out of high school. Even now, he know he's probably not the most talented guy, but he had that edge to himself where he felt like, if I'm gonna work harder than you every day, in and out, like, if you see him in the weight room, practice, everything, he felt like he should be the last one out, the first one in, last one out of practice type of guy. And that's one thing I learned from both of them.
Just over his right shoulder, second row, green shirt.
Terrence Hatchett, Juice Network. With a week 0 game, is there any change in the preparation going into the season, knowing that the season starts a week earlier than normal? And has that created a sense of urgency within the team as far as practice? Is it giving you extra edge going into the season?
I feel like you have to just believe in the process, believe in the plan that Coach Norvell, Coach Storms, them got up for us, and really just practicing hard every day like we've been doing since I got here. Like every practice that I done been here since I've been here has been intense. Even the days when it was just only helmets, when there's no helmets, when it's just a workout, everything intense, and just believing in the plan and making sure that all of us is just our best self, and then Georgia Tech can take care of itself.
Patrick, you can switch places with Darius.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll have about 5 minutes with Darius, and we will go ahead and get our microphone, Darius, to the left-hand side. It'll be about the 4th row. Follow the white shirt, and there's the mic handoff.
Hey, Darius, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Jesse Coger with PlantTheSpear.com. Coach Norvell has said this year that this offensive line group has the potential to be the best he's had at Florida State. Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen from that group coming into the season? And then kind of a second part to that is how does it help you guys elevate your game being able to go against such a dominant defensive line that Florida State has had the last couple of years?
I'll say just with everybody that we brought in this season and just the people that we brought back from last season and just the experience that we have and just the camaraderie that we have as an O-line group, which is very huge for that room in general. So we just the people we have and just the experience and all that stuff. And then just going against Pat and Josh and like just that D-line in general every day, like we go at each other's neck. So we're trying to make each other better every day on and off the field.
Darius, right-hand side, gentleman standing up towards the back.
Aslan Hudge of AndyWarChant.com. It was about 5 years ago, I think, now, Darius. Can you go back to when Coach Norvell took the job, the first meeting you had with him, what he told you, and how much of that's kind of come to fruition for you guys?
His first meeting told us that we're going to work, and it's been like that ever since. Like, we've just been working every day, nonstop, off season, in the season. Like, we get after it every day, and we just work.
Right-hand side, about the 4th row, raising your hand high.
Jeremy Grandison, ESPN Charlotte. You were protecting Jordan Travis last year, but can you just talk about that relationship with DJ that you've been able to kind of formulate so far?
DJ has just been a very unselfish person, just trying to get to know all his teammates, get to know all of us, and just be around us and just really get to know this team and buy into this program because, like, he's on his last year and stuff like that, but it's like he can still make an impact to everybody on the team just by the way he is and how he comes in every day and work with us.
Staying on the right again, 2nd row.
Hey, Darius, Jordan Silversmith, Tomahawk Nation. The last few years, the coaches have lauded you as a Swiss Army knife. Coming into 2024, are you going to stick at one position, or are you going to bounce around week to week?
It really doesn't matter to me. As long as I'm helping the team, that's all that matters to me.
Darius, left side, 2nd row.
Hi, Darius. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I noted that you grew up in Florida. Did you also grow up a Seminole fan?
I won't answer that one. Ooh. Oh. I can't answer that one. Whew. I grew up a football fan.
Good
answer. Grew up a football fan. I love playing football. I love watching game football, so I just love all football.
It's well done. Darius, you seem to be the old man of the team right now. What is it that you're teaching the younger folks? What do you think your responsibility is being the older guy on the team?
Really, as my responsibility, I feel like just lead by example, just show the young guys like how to work, how we supposed to work, and just how we supposed to come in every day to just attack each and every task that these coaches ask for us to do, and then just keep a unselfish mindset, just knowing that each and every day, like, we're here for a purpose.
Question here to the front row to the right.
Austin Veazey, NoleGameDay.com. You've got an embarrassment of riches in that running back room. How excited are you to block for some of those guys, and what have you seen from them throughout the spring and summer?
I feel like we have one of the best running back rooms in the country, so I just feel like just going into the season, just blocking for them, like they're going to create create opportunities for us to just win games, and that's what I'm very appreciative of, just being able to block for those guys that's going to create those big-time moments for us.
Darius, your last question from the podium. What are you looking forward to with Ireland next month?
The scenery, really, just going out and seeing just the different area. Like I've never been outside the country, so just having that experience and just being with my brothers as well, just having the opportunity to go out and play a game and just enjoy just being somewhere else.
Florida State, good luck this year. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
Folks, SMU is due up in about 3 minutes.